So I have here is the 2024 Osprey Farpoint 40 and the 2025 Osprey Farpoint 40. I haven't seen anyone do a review on it, and I was shopping for a bag myself. I had used the 2024 version on a recent trip, and since I saw that this was lighter and did some exchanges of the laptop compartment and these outside pockets, I figured I'd check it out, and I just want to give back to the OneBag subreddit that has helped me so much. So on that note, we can get into it. Here's the side-by-side stats from the Osprey product pages. Both are over 3 pounds, but there has been a weight reduction of 0.2 pounds or 100 grams on the newer model. There's a small reduction in height and width dimensions, and slight increase in depth, but to the naked eye these bags appear the same. On the older model, all fabric was 450D polyester. The updated main fabric is 210D nylon, and the bottom is a more durable 450D nylon. And as of November 2025, the past season model can be found for about $139, and the current season is listed for $200. Okay, so let's head to the back of the bags first. Please ignore the dust on each of them. The first thing you'll notice is the drop of the Osprey logo. They also changed the arrow direction of the ID card indicator. They also updated the protective fabric here at the bottom to be more consistent on the updated version. It's now uniform 420D nylon, where on the old version it was some sort of mixed fabric and feels less protective. Opening up the back panel, we'll take a look at the ID card holder. There's been a change in size from 4.5 inches to 4.75 inches, if that makes a difference for you. The back cover rolls up and stows away in the same manner behind the back panel. On the 25 version, they've added this infographic for how that's done. The hip belt has an updated texture, which feels less thick, but unclear if it improves breathability. The 25 version has the extra stitching as well that you can see there. The length has gone from 9.5 inches to 7.75 inches. Here again, you can see the extra stitching on the old version, and there's a loop that is absent on the newer as well. On the left side of the hip belt, the mesh pocket has also been removed. Besides the color variation in the buckles, the size and design has remained the same, including with the adjustable ladders. Heading to the shoulder straps, the load lifter attachment has transitioned from the standard buckles to a type of loop system, which is very easy to attach, and plenty secure, which I was initially worried about when I saw the change. If anything, it makes it more difficult to disconnect. You can see the small teeth here that hold it in place. The lines themselves have also got noticeably thinner by about 20%. For those of us with sweaty backs, the airspace design has been updated and in theory should be an improvement. Although the main gap in the middle has been shortened, the pattern has gone from long single valleys to a type of alternating rolling hills. The day bag attachment reflects the update to the loop system, offering some more versatility and flushness. The gear loop and sternum strap are effectively the same, with a slight stylistic update in font stitching and the attachment point respectively. The buckle whistle is unchanged. We see the same padding update as the hip belt, and the ladder is noticeably smaller on the updated version. The plastic support panel no longer comes over the top, likely to make room for the new laptop compartment. Another loop has been added, which felt a bit redundant with the handle nearby, until I noticed they removed the gear loops on both sides of the main handle that were in the previous version. Speaking of the handle, it has got noticeably thinner in thickness. This is true for the handles on the side of the bag as well. The largest change everyone has noticed in these bags is the now top-loading laptop compartment, where previously it had been side-loading. The zipper can temporarily be secured with a small loop, where a lock was needed in the past version. The laptop sleeve dimensions have changed dramatically, with a 16-inch length, 13.5 inches at its widest, and 10.5 at the bottom. As you can see, it takes up about 2/3 of the bag innards, which, if filled with a hard laptop, will likely change your arrangement to maximize space for your gear. In the previous version, the laptop sleeve was 19.5 inches in length and 15.5 inches in width, running almost the full length of the bag. Now looking at the stash pouch, I'm not sure I would have noticed the change if another Redditor had mentioned it, so I want to give a shout out to ZeboWust16. There's a slight depth change using the fist test. I guess there's about another inch in the updated version. But remember, that extra room will come at the expense of space in the main compartment since they're connected. Some people find compression straps a gimmick, but I find they can be useful in certain situations. The old version has a single level. The new version has an additional set of loops that raise the compression angle to create more of a square shape. It's a nifty addition, although I'm not sure of the exact use case. At the least, you have some inner loops you can clip things to. The inner zip mesh pockets have changed slightly, 16 inches to 17.25 in length, and 12.5 to 13.5 in width. Extra space is nice, but without additional organization, I'm not sure it adds much, especially with the way the outside stuff pocket interacts with this panel. The outside shove-it pocket has changed from one large connected pocket to two smaller mesh pouches, which would be much snugger for your water bottle. The mesh doesn't feel as stretchy as mine on the Daylight 26+6. I think it's a great candidate for a Velcro mod to keep things from falling out. Here's what I did on my Daylight 26+6. One of the last things I noticed is the repositioning of the outer gear loops from the outside panel to the main body in the newer version. All four are still present, but I think it changes the considerations of what one may attach here. And say goodbye to the drainage hole since the new mesh pouches are permeable. Finally, the zippers. The pulls have been enlarged dramatically and are no longer angled, which I honestly do not feel as comfy in hand. The main compartment zippers have an extra metal tab too, and the finish is changed from polished to brushed. Almost forgot, on the outside of the bag, the compression strap keeper on the old model is a plastic clip, whereas on the updated version is the more commonly seen elastic strap. So in closing, I think Osprey made a lot of solid updates with this model, many of which users have been asking for, like the top-loading laptop compartment and the mesh water bottle pouches. However, I think those come with some trade-offs that don't make this conclusively a better bag and a must-need upgrade, especially when you consider the price difference, which is $60 or a much scarier 44% increase for the updates. I think the past season bag makes the most sense, especially for budget-conscious travelers.
So I just finished editing, and it took way longer than I expected. I have a newfound respect for all the creators that do this on a consistent basis. So that said, if you found this helpful, it would mean a lot to me if you could let me know with like a like or a supportive comment. And then I'll be posting a written version of this too in the OneBag subreddit. So if you have any questions or want to call me out on something that I missed, feel free to do it there. I'll also be sharing which bag I'm using for my upcoming trip. And then finally in December, I'll be giving away some free OneBag stuff. They're things that I no longer use or I have extras of, and that way it finds a good home. It doesn't collect dust. So all the more reason to toss me a follow and stay up to date on that. And that's it. I'll see you.
And a big shout out to my homie Josh who helped me film and answered all my dumb editing questions. Couldn't have done it without you, big dog.